Archie here, your guide to the AI world. Don't take your eyes off that screen, because AI just made huge strides.
Thought that says you have ChatGPT 3, which blew people away. You had 3.5, which was a huge improvement. You have GPT-4, that also took us to the next level, and now you're working on GPT-5.
Presenting via a video call of the World Government Summit in UAE, Sam Altman gave groundbreaking insights about what ChatGPT-5 will be capable of. With GPT-4 being the latest OpenAI large language model, Altman has hinted at the imminent release or launch of GPT-5, promising it to surpass its predecessors, GPT-2, 3, 3.5, and 4. At this summit, Altman revealed the anticipated features of GPT-5. What he said about the future of AI is quite shocking.
However you want to call an AGI. And I think for a bunch of reasons,
it's like upgrading from a reliable old smartphone to a brand new model with advanced features you didn't even know you needed. Speaking at the live summit, Sam Altman made a bold statement. The next version of ChatGPT is poised to be smarter than its predecessors. And that's a big deal. As Altman explained, because the magic of these models lies in their generality. So if it's a little bit smarter, it's a little bit better at everything.
I think really matters is it's going to be smarter. And this is a bigger deal than it sounds, right? Because what makes these models so magical is that they're general. And so if it's a little bit better, if it's a little bit smarter, that means it's a little bit better at everything.
These revelations came at an exciting time, especially considering recent reports suggesting Altman is chasing trillions of dollars in funding to accelerate AI innovation. It speaks volumes of the immense potential and growing importance of AI in shaping our future. Now let's talk specifics. GPT-4 has already shown remarkable capabilities, providing human-like responses and even dabbling in image and speech recognition. But its successor, GPT-5, promises to take things up a notch. With better personalization, fewer mistakes, and the ability to handle a wider array of content, including video, GPT-5 is poised to be a game-changer. Altman didn't just drop these bombshells out of the blue. He had confirmed OpenAI's work on GPT-5 on multiple occasions last autumn. At his former venture capital firm Y Combinator's alumni reunion last September, Altman hinted at the advancements, stating that GPT-5 and its successor, GPT-6, were already in the works and were superior to their predecessors. So what does this all mean for you? Well, it means we're on the brink of a new era in AI. One where technology not only understands us better, but also anticipates our needs and desires. That's the burning question on everyone's minds as we eagerly anticipate the next leap in AI innovation. Sam Altman has dropped some tantalizing hints about its capabilities, suggesting that GPT-5 will be a force to be reckoned with. Altman has emphasized that GPT-5 will require even more data to train on. The plan? To leverage publicly available datasets from the internet and tap into large-scale proprietary datasets from organizations. These datasets could include a treasure trove of long-form writing or conversations in various formats, providing GPT-5 with a wealth of knowledge to draw upon. In a recent appearance on Bill Gates' Unconfuse Me podcast, Altman shed further light on GPT-5's potential. He mentioned the importance of multimodality, indicating that the model will be capable of processing speech input and producing speech output. Moreover, Altman hinted at GPT-5's eventual ability to handle images and, down the line, even video. It's like giving the model a whole new set of senses to interact with the world. But perhaps the most exciting aspect Altman touched upon is GPT-5's enhanced reasoning ability. While GPT-4's reasoning capabilities are limited, Altman envisions a significant improvement with GPT-5. He highlighted the importance of reliability, aiming for consistent and accurate responses every time. However, Altman also acknowledged the difficulty in predicting GPT-5's exact capabilities until its training has commenced. To fuel the innovation necessary for GPT-5's development, Altman is on a mission to secure substantial funding. Reports suggest he aims to raise as much as $7 trillion to fast-track chip making and overcome supply shortages. This ambitious endeavor underscores the magnitude of Altman's vision and the level of investment required to bring it to fruition. Hold up, Archie here. Did you hear that? $7 trillion to fast-track chip making and overcome supply shortages? That might sound crazy, but don't worry. We have covered everything on this in a recent video. You can check it out at the end. When asked about the benefits of large language models like GPT-5, Sam Altman painted a fascinating picture of how these advancements could revolutionize our lives. Firstly, he highlighted the potential for personalized education and healthcare. And in healthcare, these models could analyze mountains of medical data to provide personalized treatment plans, making healthcare more effective and accessible to everyone. Then, Altman delved into the realm of scientific discovery. He expressed his excitement about how GPT-5 and similar models could make scientists twice more productive, speeding up scientific discoveries.
But if you imagine a world where everyone gets a great personal tutor, great personalized medical advice, we can use these tools to discover all sorts of new science, cure diseases, help the environment, discover new physics, who knows what else. I think that's pretty remarkable. And also, just speaking personally, I think this is like the most exciting frontier I can imagine being on. Science, we're discovering new things all of the time. The rate of discovery is incredible. The rate of change is incredible, but it's sort of hard to know exactly how far we have to go. What I will say, though, is we hear all the time from scientists who say that our tools make them much more productive. And they don't have an easy way to quantify that, but they say it's substantial. We also don't know how much that difference, if you could make every scientist on Earth twice as productive, what that would mean for the rate of scientific discovery, because this is all so new. This is like, a little bit more than a year old, but we'll find out.
Altman admitted that when it came to regulating AI worldwide, OpenAI didn't necessarily need to be in the driver's seat.
For a bunch of reasons, the UAE would be so well set up to be a leader in the discussions around that. I would like host a one-day conference with leaders from around the world to brainstorm about that.
Instead, he stressed the importance of global collaboration and experimentation to develop effective regulations for AI. He commended initiatives like the UAE's regulatory sandbox for experimenting with AI applications.
Find a way to create more of a regulatory sandbox where people could experiment with this technology and be able to figure out sort of like imagine, whatever you want to call it, what the world could look like. And then I would try to see what makes sense and what doesn't, and write the regulation around that. I think it's very high conviction that we can manage our way through this, but it's going to take a great deal of collaboration, and it's going to take our leaders of the world coming together. And,
Altman proposed the establishment of an international body, similar to the IAEA for nuclear energy, to monitor and regulate powerful AI systems. This approach ensures that the responsibility for regulating AI is shared globally, fostering innovation while safeguarding against potential risks.
Sandbox, I think it's awesome that you have that. Other people do other things. But we are going to, and I think that's actually really good, but we are going to need, I believe, at some point, some sort of global system. The example that I've given in the past is the IAEA, the International Atomic Energy Agency, for what happens with the most powerful of these systems, because they will have truly global impact. And what sort of auditing, what sort of safety measures do we want in place before you can deploy like a super intelligence, or however you want to call an AGI.
With the rise of AI, it's no wonder that many are feeling a bit jittery about the future. The fear of AI taking over the world, as seen in sci-fi movies, is enough to send shivers down anyone's spine. But Sam Altman, ever the voice of reason, addresses these concerns head-on. Altman acknowledges the killer robot fears, but urges us to focus on more realistic worries, what he calls subtle societal misalignments. These are the little hiccups where AI systems unintentionally cause harm, which could snowball into major issues if left unchecked.
Wrong. And I'm not that interested in like the killer robots walking down the street, direction of things going wrong. I'm much more interested in the like very subtle societal misalignments where we just have these systems out in society and through no particular ill intention, things just go horribly wrong. But of the sci-fi stuff, I think sci-fi writers are a very smart bunch. And in the decades of sci-fi about AI, there have been unbelievably creative ways to imagine how this can go wrong. And I think most of them are like comical, but there's some things in there that are easy to imagine where things really go wrong.
But don't let these concerns dampen your spirits. Altman remains deeply optimistic about AI's potential to transform our world for the better. Just picture a future where personalized education, groundbreaking health discoveries, and increased productivity are all within reach, thanks to AI assistants.
Tremendously right. We gotta work hard to mitigate all of the downside cases. They are, I think, very significant and real potentials to confront.
In Altman's vision, AI isn't some looming threat, but a powerful tool that empowers individuals. Of course, realizing this bright future requires responsible development and careful navigation of potential pitfalls. Altman emphasizes the importance of proactive measures and global collaboration in harnessing the good while mitigating the bad. When asked about the fears surrounding AI, Altman's response was refreshingly optimistic. He wants the future generation of young people to feel lucky to witness such enormous breakthroughs in their time. Altman emphasized that it's often the young who spearhead newer technologies, and this generation should consider themselves fortunate to experience AI, a groundbreaking tech that their predecessors could only dream of.
You are unbelievably lucky. You are coming of age at probably the best time in human history. You understand this technology. Young people are always the early adopters of technology, almost always, but certainly in this case. And you will be able to use these tools to do things that the people in the generation before you couldn't even imagine. You will have your entire career flooded with opportunity and the ability to do amazing new things. You'll be able to start companies that are phenomenally more impactful and successful than people generation before you could. You will live in this incredibly expansionary opportunity, like just flooded with time of like massive opportunity, and you can kind of go do whatever you want. I think the ground under us all is shifting, the rules are changing, but the amount of value that'll be created and the ability for an individual to express their creative vision and will, it's a great time.
Rather than dwelling on fears that AI might take their jobs, Altman encourages young people to embrace AI tools like GPT and the upcoming GPT-5 to boost their creativity. He stresses the importance of acquiring skills in using these tools, not necessarily to become programmers, but to learn how to interact with, leverage, and creatively utilize them to their advantage. Moreover, Altman urges people to become active participants in shaping the future of AI. By developing these skills, individuals aren't just benefiting themselves, but playing a vital role in driving innovation forward. It's akin to being part of a team that's building the future, one creative idea at a time.
Programmer, AI lawyer, AI marketer, AI strategist, and not just one of those, but many of each. And you get to sort of like decide how to use that to kind of create whatever you want to create. We're all going to get a lot of great stuff. The creative power of humanity with tools like that should be remarkable. So,
as for the release date for GPT-5, there's no confirmed launch date yet. But could there be more to the release date being delayed? Here's what we know. In November 2023, when Sam Altman confirmed the existence of GPT-5, OpenAI's highly anticipated language model, this announcement sent waves of excitement through the AI community. But just as anticipation reached a peak, a notable development cast a shadow of uncertainty. Andrej Karpathy, a prominent researcher and founding member, left the company shortly after in February 2024. Now everyone's wondering what this means for GPT-5. Karpathy's a language model and computer vision whiz, so his absence could lead to a change in plans or even delays for the project. Plus, he has tons of experience that nobody can just replace overnight. Even the team vibe might take a hit, which wouldn't exactly speed things up. The reason for his exit remains under wraps, fueling speculation about internal changes at OpenAI. Interestingly, this isn't Karpathy's first departure. He previously left OpenAI in 2017 before rejoining in 2022. But with the excitement and anticipation surrounding its development, it's only a matter of time before we witness the next big leap in AI technology, GPT-5. What to tell your friends tomorrow. Archie here again. Brace yourselves. GPT-5 is coming, and it's packing a punch. I mean, with GPT-5 and Sam Altman's $7 trillion demands for supervised AI, we can look forward to personalized education, groundbreaking healthcare discoveries, and skyrocketing scientific progress, all with AI's helping hand. But the question is, how will you use this technology? Don't worry, forget killer robots. The real challenge is using AI responsibly. So let's work together to unlock its potential for good. Want to see more mind-blowing AI news? then watch this next video here.